command.kw.com. Is everybody at this main page?
No, hold on. Where do you go? Sorry.
Agent, no, command.kw.com. Somebody else can do it? I'm like recording.
Yeah.
Is everybody to this page? Did everybody make it to this page comfortably? Okay, so how we log in is going to be the same username and password as MyKW. So whatever your MyKW is, that's how you're logging in here.
I'm like, oh, I gotta look that up.
Command.kw.com. And then you'll come to the lovely dashboard screen. So in this class, it's going to be very basic, because we do have 3 other classes to follow. So I'm not going to try and like give all the information and then kind of get everybody confused, and then everybody's like all out of whack when it comes to the next classes. So just going to be going over the basic functionality of like everything that Command has to offer. Has anybody played with it so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so some of you guys have already started exploring. So essentially, Command is going to be the one-stop shop for everything. So instead of having to go to multiple different places to have your CRM, to do marketing, to do campaigns for people, it's all going to be here in one location. And I was actually just at a training this past Friday, and a lot of the stuff, for a lot of people, what I've heard so far that's started attempting to play with this is that it's kind of confusing. You don't really know it works. I encourage everybody to really just get on every day and really just play with it every single day, because they're releasing things day by day. So you might be on this morning and something doesn't work. You go on later on this afternoon and then it works. Even the instructor that we had from Friday, he was talking about one of the functions that just popped up that day. And he was like, oh, I was on like 2 a.m. and this wasn't here. And that was actually, start with that. Speaking of that, okay, now it's gone. Hold on 1 second. So, if you all scroll to the top right, where it has your name, if you click on your name, let me know who has, yes. It's the same login as your MyKW. Is that what you're inputting? That might be what it should work on the iPad, because the iPad functionality is pretty good.
Cassie can help me get that going.
Yeah.
Why don't you do that?
Okay, so question, because I think because they're making a lot of adjustments, so stuff might be here, then they might pull it back just to enhance it and then re-release it. But does anybody have, when they click on their name right now, a little tab that says Command Training? No. Okay, so they're probably revisiting that. But that's going to be an awesome tool. I was on it last night, and essentially what it does is it offers you a direct link to KW Connect, and on the KW Connect, it gives you a bunch of videos for what's actually live now that you can do trainings on if you have questions, and stuff that's going to be to come in the future. So you know what you're looking forward to. They'll give you videos as to like, okay, when this feature arrives, this is what it's going to have to offer us. But we do have, let me step back here. So we do have a bunch of different tabs. Briefly, I want to go over some of the ones that are actually live right now, just like very surface level, starting with the contacts. Now, has anybody started to explore with adding a contact or even importing their contacts from their prior database?
Yes.
Okay, so a couple of you. If you guys are to import your e-edge contacts now, which you don't necessarily have to, because Command, as the phases roll out, the contacts will automatically sync over, and when they sync over, it's going to have all of the information. So if you are using like a third-party CRM right now, I would definitely suggest that you import everything now, start cleaning up your database. That's going to be the biggest thing. Circling back and actually just reconnecting with people just to make sure you have all of the appropriate updated information. That's going to be something that's important. And just to touch on that really quickly, because I know a lot of people have been kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do. Should I use command? Should I use e-edge? Definitely use command. Definitely take the opportunity to go back and reach out to people to get updated information. Quick story with that, I was actually doing that the other day because I've been playing with command, reconnected with somebody I sold a house to late last year, completely forgot that it was a 2-family house, and I really didn't like check in to see what they were doing with the house. They're ending up that they're gonna be renting one of the units. And because I went back and reconnected to go and clean up my database, I was able to reconnect, went on the appointment yesterday, and should be getting that listing probably within like the next week or so. So I definitely encourage you going back and reconnecting with everybody, cleaning up your database. Not only is it gonna make it a lot easier and user-friendly once everything is up and running, but it's definitely gonna give you another opportunity to, just reconnect with people, and it's another source of lead generation. Yes?
As for tagging, like past seller, past
Yes.
buyer, or current seller, whatever, it didn't transfer over into command. Do you know if that's going to eventually happen? Because I've been manually doing it. I don't know if I should continue to do that, or?
You can continue to do it if you want to just maintain and have everything organized now. It is supposed to eventually everything have transferred over. But if you want to do it now, you can, just so that you have the organization as of right now.
I have one more question.
Yes.
Also, like little things like purchase anniversary and stuff that's not available in the contact section just yet in command.
Yes.
I'm finding it more user-friendly to add it in e-edge, but I wanna get more familiar with commands, so it's like I'm torn with, with adding my contacts in, which one to
That was
use.
the biggest question that I had. That was like my main thing,
Yeah.
because I've been hearing, do we add stuff into e-edge still? Do we add stuff into command now? And when I asked the gentleman who was teaching the class on Friday, he said, I suggest you do everything into command now, just to continue to get familiarized with it. And still, if you put it in e-edge, it's gonna eventually get transferred over to command. So instead of having to bounce back right now and do both, he was like, just feed everything into command. It's gonna be a lot easier if you just feed everything into command and really just get comfortable.
30 seconds.
Yes.
I was on a training and they said, don't use the e-edge anymore.
Yes.
Okay, just hop right onto the command now. E-edge is eventually, you're not gonna lose any of that e-edge stuff, right? So that's what I was told, so I just wanted to.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of that. Yeah, don't be
Okay.
afraid that you'll lose all that. There's a lot of hard work through the years.
Yeah.
You guys compiled.
Yeah,
So don't-
and then
so-
also, I know it's further down, but I just also with the campaigns that like I've already customized and made, what happens to all those? I don't know if you wanna touch on that now.
That I'm not 100%
Okay.
sure. I know that we do have a section that I'm gonna get to in a second, the email campaigns. I don't know if they're gonna transfer everything over data-wise as far as like the 8x8 and the
Right,
33
yeah.
touch.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure if they're
talking
gonna do
about,
that.
yeah.
Or how they're gonna incorporate it, but I know that we do have now email campaigns that's gonna be powered by MailChimp.
Okay.
So that's something I wanna get to for you guys towards the end of the class. But so I wanna get into the very basics of adding a contact, because this is like the most simplest, purest form of using command. So, is everybody with me on this screen for contacts?
One question.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I added 2 contacts yesterday on e-edge, and they transferred over here. So my
good.
other contacts haven't transferred yet. My very first contact ever is on command.
So the
rest
new
haven't transferred over. How
the
long?
new one, there's no specific anticipated like by this date it's definitely gonna happen. They're
Okay.
slowly starting to roll it out. So some people it's happening for, and I've chatted with a few people who've added stuff into e-edge or who've had their stuff into e-edge and they've already had it transferred over to command. So I'm not really too sure as to what the algorithm is as to whose information they're releasing and when, but everything is getting slowly released a little bit at a time. That's why, and it's easier if you're on it every day and you're interacting with it every day, because the more that you're on it, the more that you're gonna see the new features, or that you're gonna notice that there are new features. Because there's a lot. It is a lot. Okay, so is everybody on the contact screen with me? Yes? Okay, so if you go to the top right, you're gonna see the tab, add a contact. So everybody just click that with me really quickly. So here you're gonna have the ability to this is where you're gonna store everybody's information. I'm not gonna get too crazy with it, but it gives you a lot of options. So you have a tab where you're gonna type in the person's full name, add the email, add the phone number. It even gives you an option for what's their preferred method of contact, which is awesome. So if you're connecting with a large group of people and you kind of want to know which way to reach out to them, it allows you to remind you over here. It gives you the stages. It allows you to break it down by lead source. You can add tags to it, so you know exactly what kind of category you have them under. And it's going to be awesome, especially when you're incorporating your email campaigns, because now you can go to do an email campaign, and let's say you want to do a hashtag for buyers in Queens. So you can just click the tab or type in the filter, buyers in Queens, and then send all the buyers in Queens a specific email. So if you have a listing that's in a specific area in Queens, and you have people tagged for it, it's like, okay, cool, now I can make sure only those people who are interested in this will get that. So it allows you the ability to really keep everything a lot more targeted. Now, there are a couple people who said they have created the contacts, right? Fairly simple, nothing too crazy, right? Okay, good. So I don't want to spend too much time on the contacts. I want to jump right into, let me get into the email camp. Actually, let me do the lead accelerator. So another feature that we have right now, live and working, is the lead accelerator. So this is going to be utilized for social media. So instead of creating posts and having to jump from different platform to platform, it gives you a one-stop area for all of your social media that you can link to Command. You can schedule posts. It's going to give you the ability for you to do campaigns. So instead of having to go onto Facebook, do campaigns, or go onto Twitter or Google or anything like that, everything is going to be right here. You set up the campaign. It's no additional cost. It's not like you're using this portal now and then Command is going to be upcharging you in order to do the campaign post. Everything is 100% free. They've created this technology in order for us to come and embrace it and have it use 100% convenient for you, nothing to the company. It's all for us as the agents. So I don't know if I should try and create a campaign, because these can get a little. I think it can get a little bit
Well, let's
complex.
get who in the room's at this level already? Or they want the basics?
One person?
We'll go with what the room tells us.
Yeah.
I think you're done. Go basic.
Very basic?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we won't get too
Let's
crazy.
just stick with that.
Yeah, so we won't get too crazy into the campaigns, but just as an introduction, the campaigns are gonna allow you to run your whole social media platform for every different social media outlet that you use straight from Command. So you wanna upload pictures, you wanna upload campaigns, like I said, everything is gonna be done here. And the greatest part is it's gonna allow you to schedule stuff. So this is something you can do like during downtime or like at the end of your day where it's like, okay, still wanna do something productive, but it's not gonna be so hands-on as far as like dealing with the consumer or the client. And then, let me jump into the email campaigns now. So the email campaigns, going back to like how we have the drip marketing on eEdge, where it's like everything is automated. I believe they are supposed to be transferring over those systems that we use now in order to make it seamless for us. I don't know the anticipated date, but little by little they're gonna start rolling out a lot of stuff. Right now we're in a good position because a lot of the more important things, or the more consumer-based things, are gonna be rolling out in Q2. So being that we're pretty much at the end of Q1 now, maybe within like the next month or so, we should really be seeing like a lot of more consumer hands-on friendly material for the technology. But yeah, going back to the email campaigns. With the email campaigns, again, you're gonna be able to, same thing like eEdge, be able to use the ones that are set up for us or create your own. These are all gonna be powered by MailChimp. And I'm not too sure how many of you in here have a MailChimp account. Does anybody have a MailChimp account? One person. Okay.
I do, just
Two.
not paid it.
Just not. Yeah, you don't need to get a paid one. You can get a paid one if you
Eventually
like.
will, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't need to. So
if you have more than 2,000 names, I
Yeah,
believe.
or 1,000 even, I think, in one case.
Then you're gonna need to get a paid one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's-
Everyone's gonna need a paid one, pretty much.
Start
Or
slow.
let's hope.
Start slow, start from the beginning, it'll get there. I like to try to keep costs down as much as possible. But yeah, so that's gonna be the platform for creating the email campaigns. And then my favorite part that I wanna get into really quickly right now is the opportunity section. So can everybody click on the opportunity section where it has the two hands doing like a little handshake? If everybody click here. This is essentially where you're going to run like the heartbeat of your business. You're gonna be able to track your numbers from here. So this is going to give you the opportunity, no pun intended, to be able to see what's going on in your pipeline. And for me, this is really awesome because you can take every single person that you're connecting with, that you're actually about to do business with, and kind of track what kind of an outcome is potential for you to reach with them. So it shows you, basically you go into certain stages. And actually, let me get into one of these right now, so you guys can see. So everybody click on the top right where it says create opportunity. Because this is something that you guys can start doing now and really be analyzing where your business is going, at least as of now, into the future. So is everybody on this tab, create opportunity?
This is not gonna eventually replace the green sheets, is it?
I believe this is what's
It
in
is?
it. I think this is like actually.
Supposed to,
That's what I heard, yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
over
there it's gonna go.
Yeah,
Oh.
there.
You can
Thank
scroll
you.
down a little. I see that your team is in there.
Thank you.
Is it set up for teams? Or is it just?
Command is set up for teams right now. I can't necessarily speak on the outside role other than Rainmaker, because I'm the Rainmaker on my team, so I don't know how it looks like for anybody else. But like if you click on yours, the tab where it says team, it should give you the option for your team, because I know that's something that they should have done already. They should have had everybody entered into the system based on their team.
If you're on the system as a team
Yeah.
with Annabelle, then it will have an app, you will have that backend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does yours not show? It doesn't show anything. No.
Is yours on? Where am I looking? Is there a filter on?
No, when you click on create opportunity, right here under team, does it allow for a drop down? No. Okay, that's interesting. So that should definitely be something that's there. I don't know if it's if there's like something that's not entered in our system here that's kind of throwing it off, but for the most part, everybody's
I'll find out for
information.
you, Andrea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leslie, too, like.
For the most part, everybody's information should be right up here. So if you click on create opportunity type right now, it only allows for listings or for buyers. So they haven't added the feature for rentals or for commercial as of yet, but that is something that's going to be rolled out relatively soon. So for me, I'll click one that says buyer. The cool thing is when you're setting up the opportunity is that you have to have whatever person that you're going to be creating the opportunity for, so whether it's a buyer or a seller, you have to make sure that you have their information in the system. So it's gonna automatically tag that person to the listing or to the opportunity. So when you click down here under client, you can start typing whatever the client's name is. Let's see, P. So for example, I'll take this one over here. You can add co-buyer if you like, if there's a husband and wife or brother and sister. And automatically it'll generate an opportunity name, which is typically gonna be the person's last name and then hyphen whatever type of an opportunity it is. So then you can come down further, break it down by what's the time frame in which you believe that you're gonna be doing this deal with this person. So it gives you the option for 1, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. You can put longer if you want. And then the projected commission that you believe that you're gonna get. So once you do that, you have to add their budget. So let's say this person's looking 500,000. And is everybody going along with me? And then you can select the phase if you're just going on the appointment to actually meet with them, or if they're active and you're out. So if you're active and you're out, you have different stages where you can do, you're searching for homes for them, you're showing them homes, you're in the phase of negotiation, and there also gives you a tab where you can create different stages. So if you wanted to do another stage where it's like home inspection, or after home inspection negotiations, you could do that, and then continue to break down your business even further.
So this would replace part of my dot loop.
Yes. I think they're gonna be.
I know there's
keeping
another
dot-
thing,
Yeah, I
but-
believe we're gonna be keeping dot loop for a while. I don't know if it's gonna completely be phased out. I don't think.
I thought cause it,
They've been talking about integrating everything into commands.
Yeah, right now-
Slowly but surely, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
but
all.
for now, we're gonna be keeping dot loop, but I think the first thing that's gonna go is gonna be the green sheet. And then, of course, if you wanna add location, where they're looking, description, so you can kinda break it down. And now, once you create the opportunity, it gives you the option to come back in and edit even more. So yeah, just like I was saying, you have the option up here when you click documents, where you can add like what you would for the for your dot loop in order to create your green sheet, all the necessary documents, so your disclosures, your contracts, that's what would go in this file, and then that's how you would end up doing your green sheet for here. But going back to the opportunity, once you click back up here at the top left under opportunities, go back and then go back to your opportunity. Now you will see on your little chart, I just added a buyer. So under the buyer section, you'll see somebody else got added. And then it gives you right now your potential income. So based on what the numbers that you're putting, so if you have a listing, you put the listing in, it's gonna pull automatically from KWLS. You link it there, so it'll show exactly all the details. It's gonna show the purchase price. So when you put in your anticipated commission, and it's able to give you a potential earnings
I
over
know
here.
that'll fire me
and
up
over
every
here.
day.
Yeah. Because anytime you go meet with somebody, you figure you come, you put their information in here. That's definitely another motivation factor where it's like, oh, this person's another 15,000. This person's another 10,000. I don't want to drop the ball on them. I'm going to make sure that I'm, staying in contact with them because I see exactly what it is or exactly what it could be. And of course, you want to maximize your potential, so you always want to go for the bigger number. Okay, and then really quickly, as of right now, those are for the most part the main ones that are functioning. We do have also the Insights tab. Have you guys played with the Insights as of yet? Has anybody played with an Insight? So essentially what the Insights are, it's gonna be like bringing Yelp into Command. And you guys are gonna be the ones that are creating the opportunities for whatever is gonna be Yelped. So now when the consumer has the app, they're gonna be able to search insights based on the stuff that we're generating for them. So if somebody wants to go into a neighborhood and they're like, okay, cool, what's interesting to do in the neighborhood? We have the ability to go in, create an insight, and kind of start a thread there as to connecting with people and giving people the opportunity to come in, either comment, like, dislike, give feedback. So when somebody's searching on the consumer app, now they have the ability to say, oh, I want to see where's the local movie theater over here. You can tag the insight, get all the feedback on the movie theater, and it just gives a more detailed experience for somebody kind of trying to search what neighborhoods they want to be in, which is going to be pretty awesome. And as you see right now on your screen, if everybody clicks on the insight screen, if you haven't already, we already have a bunch of insights for the local area that we're in. So the interesting thing with the insights is, no matter where you go, it's going to show you automatically when you open it, whatever insights are created within the vicinity of where you are. So you never have to really try and figure out where you are. Essentially it's working like I said, like a Yelp. So you log in, you click what's near me, everything's going to pop up right there. You do your little analysis and you're good to go. You have all your information right there. Does anybody have any questions as of now?
this is say, so for useful purposes, say you're taking out a buyer,
Correct.
you whip out your phone,
Exactly.
and they say, where's the nearest train station? Oh, let me show you.
And that's awesome because you can create an insight for the train station, and I'm pretty sure a very big thing when people are using like LIRRs, what's the parking situation over there? You can start to engage with people, find out where the parking situation is. You can start a thread where it's like, let me figure out what streets are good, so when the person's going in, they're like, oh, not only do I know where the train station is, I know where I can actually go to get the free parking. I don't have to worry about getting my car towed or getting a ticket. So there's like, it's so in depth, so much opportunity within this platform that they've given us, and it's like super intense. And it's essentially giving us, as the agents, the power back to really be able to, you know, control the industry. Right now, there's so much competition, especially with like Zillow and you know, them really gathering everybody's information. This is really our opportunity to really embrace this technology and be able to use it to be able to not only take out Zillow, but to really just be that one-stop shop to really separate you guys as the individual agent that's gonna stand apart from anybody else in the industry, so that we don't get phased out, especially being over here. And then, so there are a couple things that are to come that aren't here. Smart plans. Let me see if this video will play.
Are your action plans being fully implemented? Are they really action hopes? With Command, you can move from action hopes to smart plans. Smart plans is the engine behind Command that allows you to automate your functionary activities so that you can focus on being a fiduciary to your clients. This workflow management and automation tool enables you to be 100% certain your listing checklists, drip campaigns, marketing, and much more are carried out in the way you intended. To get started with Smart Plans, click the Smart Plans icon. Next, click My Smart Plans. When you first open the page, it'll be blank and ready for you to select or create a smart plan. If you want to use a smart plan that's already been created, browse the KW library. If you see something you like, you can preview the plan and add it to My Smart Plans by clicking the plus sign. If you choose to create your own smart plan, just click Create New Smart Plan. It's quick and easy with the click and drag features. Add items such as tasks you need to complete, such as staging a house on a listing smart plan, delays, the amount of time to wait before taking another action, emails. These could be part of a marketing campaign or follow-up emails. Watch for additional items to be added as they move through the labs process. If you're on a team, your smart plans are immediately shared in the exclusive team library. And since Command tools are integrated, smart plan activities are automatically associated and accessible from the relevant contact. For example, if you use smart plans to send personalized happy birthday emails, you'll also find those emails on that contact's activities. Once you've activated a smart plan, you can go back to the dashboard to view My Analytics. From Analytics, you can easily measure your results and make smart decisions about which activities to adjust or double down on to amplify your business. With smart plans, you're not hoping. You're automating smart business strategies so that you can focus on providing extraordinary value to your consumer.
Wow. So what platforms are you guys using that have technology like this? That's what I thought. So that's essentially the point. It's what are we doing to separate ourselves from the competition, and what are we doing in order to incorporate systems and tools that are going to just really just make our life easy. You want your business to run as seamlessly as possible, and you want to be in a position where you don't have to focus on doing like all of the back end stuff, and you can just focus on creating the business, because that's what's going to make you move on. So that's really the whole purpose of the tools that we've been placed with. We do also have a referrals tab. So for all of you guys that are part of KW Connect and have actually started adding people as part of your referral network, I encourage you to continue to do so. They're going to simplify it through here as well. So you're going to be able to track how you're doing with referrals. Also, there's a reporting tab where it's going to break down, and these are all things that aren't 100% in functioning as of yet, but it's pretty much going to give you the statistics further in depth as to your opportunities and everything that you have, and also based on the amount of contacts that you have in your database as well. And I believe that's all that's kind of up and running for now. There is also the landing pages tab. This one I don't want to go into yet because this one will probably confuse you guys, but at this point I would like to take questions because I just wanted to go over like a brief overview of pretty much what Command has to offer as of now. Do you guys have any questions about anything yet?
Hey, Chris, I just found something. If you go to settings, you have all these connected apps in there.
Yes.
One of them is eEdge. And if you connect that, I think everything from eEdge should transfer over.
I would try it. I'm not 100% sure because that didn't work for me.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah.
I have it connected and,
It's not working.
And it didn't.
well, no, I mean,
Now-
not campaigns at least.
Now, if you're
And
if you're
tagging.
yeah. Now, if you're exploring any of these features and you're having problems with anything, or you think it may not be something that's normal, if you go down to the bottom over here, you'll see a support tab. Click the support tab, leave feedback. You should have somebody that'll get back to you, and it's usually within like a few minutes. But this is definitely something to play around with, and it's a lot. I've been spending hours and hours trying to like really dive in and dissect everything that it has to offer. And realistically, with only about 3 or 4 functioning tabs at the moment, not even in full, I've already spent like over 5 hours, 6 hours trying to like figure this all out. So it's like a lot of trial and error that's coming. Like I said, they're probably gonna end up re-releasing the little tab when you click on your name at the top right that has command training, and the command training tab is gonna give you a bunch of videos on, you know, each different step and how to like maximize each feature that we have on command. Does anybody have any questions with command or any questions with Kelly? Does everybody have Kelly? Who doesn't have Kelly?
I have Kelly, but I'm not able to understand how to.
So, but you have it.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
When
it.
was the last time you used it? Or tried to use it?
Every day I try to do something and it's like, it doesn't understand me.
I would definitely leave feedback because it should still be working. There's like still parts of
I
it
watch
that,
what you're doing and I try to do it, and then I try to do other stuff, and then it's like, I don't understand. It's like, you know, when you're asking a question, it's like, I don't know what you're talking about and stuff like
Yeah.
that, so.
are
that's
you
me.
typing it in or are you using the voice?
First I was using the voice, then I
And then you're
started typing
typing?
it in, and it's still like, I think we need a class on that. Like Kelly put dummies or something.
You know what, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Linda, do you think we can do that at some point this month? Add it into the calendar? Like another Kelly class?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, okay, so we'll definitely work on that.
And Chris, what about adding insights? Every category is not there. So when you go to type in some things and it doesn't pull up the category, how do you add a category that's not already in that drop down?
Where?
Like if you do create insight and have a business you wanna add,
Oh,
and then in the category, it doesn't have the type of business. Is that
That-
on the back end?
That's something that they're going to be, like I said, everything is still like in the infancy
Let
stages.
support know, they'll add it.
Yeah,
Yeah, just let support know.
Okay.
and the best site for you to do that, if you have like any ideas or you have any opinions as to something that would be beneficial to you as an agent, visit ideas.kw.com. And then that's like the main portal where everybody at a headquarters is reaching, or in labs is reaching the agents within the company and trying to get the feedback from everybody. So that's a platform you can go to suggest a new idea. And then the way that they're working on it is by the amount of people that are requesting the same thing, that's what they're prioritizing over the other things. So the more people that are requesting one specific service, the more likely it's gonna happen, the more likely it's gonna happen faster. Is anybody confused by anything? Everything? Does everybody feel comfortable with the basics of adding a contact? Okay, everybody can do the basics of adding a contact. Does everybody understand what the opportunities tab is about and what it has to offer?
Kind of.
Kinda.
What if you're like old school and like, you don't wanna, you know, like, I mean, I don't know, even I'm old school and I'm in my
I'm like, who's like old school? Not you. Old school in the sense of what?
Just like, I don't know, like you have an appointment, like you just write it down in your agenda, or, you know, and you know you have that appointment and that's that, and you work it, and.
That's
You don't wanna enter in, you know, like a home inspection and every little.
Yes, that's the thing, you can for just like general doing business purposes, but if you're really trying to track your results and, you know, find out where there's opportunity to increase your conversion on just about anything, that's what they're giving you this
Okay,
platform.
so that's the ed, okay, I got it.
Excuse me, Chris, because I showed up late, I might have missed something here with running contacts.
Yeah.
Have you discussed how to import the contacts from the spreadsheet?
I didn't go that in depth, that's gonna be part of next week's class.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what, next week when you come in, I believe it's Kamiko that's doing next week. Yeah, she's gonna be going into like 100% everything about adding the contacts, updating your contacts, how you're gonna function with your contacts, all the different things you can do with your contacts. But I just wanted you guys for now to get like a basic idea, so within this time frame, you can start adding people to your database, and you're not just waiting for next week. Because there's probably gonna be like a bunch of other updates that happen from now until then. So I kinda want you guys to already be like, okay, I know how to do this, so when the next thing comes, you're not overwhelmed and you're trying to catch up.
So homework,
Yes.
between now and next week.
I would say the homework, like I
Get a
said from the
MailChimp
beginning,
account.
get a MailChimp account. It's very simple. I did it the other day because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never used MailChimp. Very simple. You go on, you add your email, they ask you for a password, and you're done.
What is MailChimp?
It's an emailing service that if you want to do like,
I don't know.
yeah, if you want to do like a mass email type of a blast.
Does it add videos or no?
Yeah. Does MailChimp add it? It does? Yeah.
Little videos, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so set up your MailChimp account and then connect it.
Set up your MailChimp account, connect all of your accounts. When you go onto your settings, I guess we can touch on that really quickly.
I'm trying to add my accounts on it and it's not,
There's a free
it's not connecting.
After you have so many people.
So when you click on your name in the top right corner, click on settings. And then it's gonna give you all of your applications that you can connect to. So right now, it allows you Facebook, eEdge, MailChimp, you can connect to your Twitter, there's Gmail, your Google Calendar. So everything that you're doing, so essentially like you were saying, Laura, if you're like used to putting stuff in your calendar, you put it in your Google Calendar, it'll automatically sync into here also. So you'll have that already done without having to go back and re-enter it.
Mine is blank. Mine is blank also.
It could be the connection. Try reloading it, it could be the connection, because that's happened to me a couple times. Is anybody else having that issue?
I think there's somewhere in there where you have to actually add all of these categories into
These.
command. Yes, I don't think it's automatically there, right?
This is automatically
It
there.
should be automatic.
Yeah, it should be
I for
automatically
sure
there.
didn't add it. I'm like, I for sure didn't add it and it's here. So yes.
Oh, yes, yeah, you have it. Yeah, so everything should be here, but like I said, they are kind of rolling stuff out in phases, not only in phases. Some people are getting it sooner than others. It's kind of like when you get your update on your iPhone, your friend could be like, oh, I'm sending you these emojis and I can't see. Your iPhone didn't prompt you for the update yet. So you kind of just gotta wait until it gets there for you, but everything is going to be slowly rolling out into phases in each quarter.
I think family reunion people be a priority, stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure there's like some type of algorithm like that. And there's people who have like the full program right now that are testing it, but it's coming. It's coming. Is there anything that you guys would like to see specifically from Command that you haven't seen so far, or that you're not sure if it offers?
We don't know what we don't know.
Yeah.
Is there something in your business that you would like, technology-based, that you haven't seen yet?
I will say, if it's not there, Keller Williams will buy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the AI and all that, that's all Smarter Agent, because we bought them.
Yep.
And now that I remember, I do believe that is going away because it's owned by Zillow,
Yes.
and we're giving Zillow our information for free.
And Gary doesn't
So we
want
do
that.
have this. So that loop does go away,
Gary doesn't want
now that I
that.
remember.
Yeah. Yes.
When you add your contact here now, instead of eEdge, is it, you know how like, send a welcome email, is that gonna do that for you automatically?
Not at the moment, but that feature is going to be incorporated.
It's gonna be.
Yeah. So if you want to still do stuff like that, you can enter it on both platforms, but I wouldn't suggest doing it. I would suggest focusing solely on this. And I don't know if this is like 100% accurate, but I would only think the more that you're on the system, the more that you're interacting with the system, more likely you're gonna start to see the benefits coming quicker than maybe the next person. So I encourage everybody to just be on it, play with it, get used to it, because there's so much information and there's so many tools for you guys to use on here that are gonna really be able to help you double and triple your business. And that's gonna be the most important thing. Leveraging the technology that we have in order to get you guys to the next level, in order for you guys to be able to be comfortable and not be phased out of the real estate industry. Questions? Yes.
Sorry. What
No,
about
it's
the
good.
monthly newsletter?
That I believe is gonna also be part of like the smart plans.
But like, again, like for March, it's coming out in a few days, or 10 days, I think, on the 14th. So
Yeah.
like, do it in E-Edge right now? I mean, there's nothing to do in here, so I have to, right?
Yeah, for now,
Okay.
you would still use E-Edge for those kind of things. But I believe when it comes to like that stuff, that more than likely is gonna be launched second quarter. So within like the next month or so. But we're getting there.
Can you add more applications at this time or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Like Homekeeper, I would assume would be able to.
Probably. I don't know all of the ones that are gonna come, but there's definitely gonna be a lot more. Cause even if you scroll through now, you don't see like, I don't believe you see
Instagram.
Yeah, you definitely don't see Instagram, and I don't think you see like a LinkedIn either.
No.
What?
Well, you would have to have it linked to your accounts in order for it to pull in, is that correct?
Yes.
My stuff's not linked, that's why.
Yeah. So I definitely work on getting it all linked. But yeah, they're still gonna add more applications. Yeah, it's not done. This is just like still in the teaser phase where it's like, this is what you got, it's coming. Yes.
This is a technology question that you might not be able to answer, but for Facebook, my personal account is linked with the Amato team. So like, if I link it, is it?
On
I don't want my
here,
personal accounts, obviously.
they allow you your personal and your
Yeah, like I
in
access
business.
the Amato team page
Through your-
through my personal.
Yeah, but I don't believe that because it's through your personal that it has any type of impact. It'll only link your business account.
Okay,
And then if you wanted to link your personal account, you could do that as well. But it's two separate,
okay.
so you wouldn't have to do both. Yes.
Can you show us how to add a custom tab? On the, with the
I want to.
contacts?
But that's supposed to be for next week.
Oh, okay, no problem.
I just don't want to like
Right.
start doing stuff and then next week everybody's like, I don't have to come to this. Any other general technology questions, concerns that you guys have?
So right now, I still don't have this. Will I get it when I get home?
I would say maybe try on a different server. From what I've been told, the best internet browser to use for this would be Chrome. So if you're not using Chrome and you're experiencing some type of difficulties, I would say try it on Chrome, try it on a different internet connection, because it could be given a little bit of an issue because a lot of people are on it at once in the same room. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to come. A lot of stuff to come. Is there anything that we went over today that seems interesting to you guys that you want to implement into your business? Nothing. So none of this excites you guys. That's great. So we spend billions of dollars for nobody to be excited. Nothing good. Anything. Feedback.
I like the where you can see, like when you input
The opportunities
the
tab.
opportunities tab, yeah. that's
Yes.
it.
I thought a lot of people would get excited for that because I did. Because I started, and I haven't even input like all of the current deals that I'm working on
Go back to
here.
yours.
And I'm like,
Go back to, I'm not judging you.
where is it?
It's just, it's nicer to see when there's numbers where all of ours has like no numbers.
Yeah. Like I said, there's still rentals they haven't added, commercial they haven't added. So I haven't gotten around to putting in everything because I've still been exploring. But even still, like looking at that and knowing like, oh wow, there's like how many more deals that I haven't even input in here?
You got $70,000
Potential.
right there.
Yeah. Why is it still loading? But yeah, and the main thing is when you're loading these opportunities, like I said, it lets you get very interactive, and you can kind of anticipate when the closings are going to be, so it can start giving you potential income based on specific months, based on what you're projecting your closing dates to look like. So you could be looking today and be like, okay, next month I'm going to have 20 grand coming in. Or it's like, gotta be kind of conservative with my money because maybe it's not gonna be until April, May that the next thing is coming in, for whatever reason. But at least you'll know, like, when it comes to that point, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be getting 60 grand in a month. I can kind of scale back a little bit.
Chris, do you want to just tell, I'm on that same page that you are, could you just tell me, where did you go to, bring on your Facebook or whatever you can bring in, I understand you can't bring in anything because I am trying to do.
Oh, like
on
the
Instagram.
linking?
Yeah, where do you want to link?
When you go back,
Some business pages.
when you go back up to your name on the top right corner,
Yes.
click that and then go to settings. As soon as you open it up, it's gonna pop up right there.
From there, and
On your
settings?
application, yeah.
I see, perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So when any opportunities, once you submit, let's say someone's searching for homes, just command email you or anything, just send you any like reminders, like follow up with this person or?
You can set it up that it does so. I don't know if they've completely like finished the whole process of like adding the contacts and the whole stages of it, but that's definitely something they said it's gonna be able to do. Not only is it gonna be able to do that, when you're working on a deal with somebody, because you're adding them to your opportunities and you have their contacts saved in your database, now they're going to be getting updates once you're tracking the progress of the deal on the thing. So if you go back onto opportunities, and you click, let's say here, you click active. So it gives you people searching, showing negotiations, and then accepted offer. So as you're going through the phases and you're moving them over, they should be getting emails saying like, oh, this just happened, this just happened, this just happened. So instead of having to take phone calls from people like, where are we? What happened? What's going on? What's next? It's like, you just got the email. It says, now all of a sudden you're under contract. Now you're going to closing. Now you're clear to close. So it's definitely important that you guys are not only adding them into the opportunities, but also creating the custom stages so that people can be getting updated as to what's going along through the process. It's only gonna make the job easier for you. I mean, you'll probably still get calls from people because people just like to call, and I'm pretty sure we're all very aware that a lot of people get very annoying, and it doesn't matter if you text them and you call them and you email them, they're still gonna call you anyway. But you figure you have a better shot of eliminating the extra, time being wasted having the same conversation over and over again, which will make your life easier.
So you do like past
Yes.
stuff in the opportunities, like deals that, like the previous 6 months, whatever.
I'm not too sure.
Because you said you could track it, so.
I'm not sure if you can do that now. I don't know how that would reflect. Maybe you can add it and say, oh, we already closed and see what it is, but I haven't explored that. I'm not too sure. But I'm pretty sure at some point you could probably do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Supposedly, when you add the contacts, you can put a contact either if you have a phone number or an email. You don't need both.
Yeah.
So when we're calling our expires or for sale by owner, can we add them in as
Absolutely.
contacts? You would recommend
Yeah,
doing
you
that?
can. The only thing is,
So
if you don't have
back
a-
into it like a couple of months or so?
Exactly. The only thing is if you don't have an email, you can't add them to any type of like a campaign.
Campaign, okay.
But you should have that.
There's no,
You said you should?
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you're
of
following
course.
up with an expired, or you should have that.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so there's no ability to have a campaign, a text campaign at this point?
Yeah, I'm not too sure if you can. I would definitely get onto ideas.kw.com and suggest that. I don't know if that's something they're already in the works with, but that would be like amazing because we all know most people answer text before they answer yes.
Yeah.
I think that was
I'm
part of
pretty-
that December thing too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. I just don't want to give 100% stamp saying yeah.
Chris, I'm trying to, as you said, to link your accounts, and for some reason or other, it's allowing me to link a couple of accounts like Edge and Facebook, but it's not allowing me to link, I'm wondering if there's an issue with this, the Google Calendar. it's not allowing me to do that.
There are some kinks that they're still working out, because even for me, and it could be something that might be individual, so I would definitely, if I were you, at the bottom right, the support tab,
Yes.
click that, leave feedback, let them know that that's what's happening to you, because when I was trying to connect my Twitter accounts, I was having an issue. I don't know if it was something with my actual Twitter account that was giving me an issue, but I just this morning left them feedback, so I'm waiting to get an email back from them.
Okay, great.
Because that could be something that's like isolated specifically to you. But I don't know if you're here from when we were talking about the fact that there's gonna be more applications that are coming in.
Our incentive, this thing's evolving,
Yeah.
there'll be plenty of applications coming in. Yeah.
Especially for like LinkedIn and Instagram, so
Yeah.
there's
Which
gonna be
is
more.
important because all of us, or most of us have Instagram accounts, we have LinkedIn accounts, business pages, group pages.
Yep. Questions, concerns, feedback. Are we excited about Command?
Yes.
Are we excited about our lives being easier?
Yes.
Are we excited about the fact that we can go to other agents now and show them the value of being at KW and having Command and increasing our profit share?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I would say. Definitely at this stage, you want to make sure that you're leveraging all the opportunity and tools that we have in order to do that. Because I've seen that profit share in this market center specifically is not necessarily being utilized. And a lot of us are missing out on it, and I don't want anybody to miss out on it. I want everybody to get those checks on the 21st of the month, I believe it is. And that's something that you're gonna have a fun time using Kelly for, because you can go, Kelly, what did I get in profit share? And then Kelly's gonna remind you of all the money that you made from other people being successful through you introducing them to the system.
Kelly's not something that you put on your computer, it should be a cell phone application.
Yeah, for your phone.
Yeah. When are they planning to do that type of a teaching?
On Kelly, we had a request for, I was gonna request it, right? Yeah, we had a request for it, so we're probably gonna add something to probably within like the next week or so, here. I mean, I'll probably end up doing it. I enjoy Kelly. But even the phase that Kelly's in right now, it's kind of branded with Command, but they're still making enhancements to it in order to make it like 100% everything you see on here. Because even if you go into Kelly now, and you go into Command, it only gives you like a few options. So pretty soon you're gonna have Command on your phone with everything here. So you're literally gonna be able to run your business 100% from your phone and have it be seamless on the computer as well.
Is there an app for Command yet?
It's Kelly.
Oh, it's
Yeah. When you click onto Kelly now, after the new update they did a couple weeks ago, I wanna say, it gives you a tab for Command. But on that tab, I think it only gives you contacts, referrals, insights, and then like help. So everything here hasn't been placed on it, right?
They're all there.
Oh, they're all there now?
Not to say that they're all there for everybody.
Yeah, because mine wasn't like that this morning. Yes.
So even though we're able to say, connect our Google Calendar, Calendar is not an application that's functioning right now. Is that correct? We still can, through Command, we can't access the calendar.
Oh, yeah, the calendar function hasn't been released yet, and I think.
Okay, so we're
that's one of
connecting
those-
it, but we can't access it right
Not
now.
yet, yeah, that's gonna be one of those things that, I think that's probably gonna release in like the summer, the functionality of the calendar. Hopefully sooner, but I think it's supposed to be the summer.
You could click on the little labs dog and send your ideas. So if you want something you don't see, click on the dog.
Right, okay.
So if there's a thing that we all want, maybe we can all go on today and request it, so that we can probably get it sooner than later.
First step.
What did you write?
I just said that I would like to have access to connect to Google and stuff.
And then,
So,
smart.
Fix it.
Sooner than later, hurry up. Cool? Questions? Final concerns? Does anybody need help with anything?
Yeah.
I know that's a very dangerous question to ask. You guys good?
Yeah, thank you.
Are you guys gonna come here next Monday and learn how to do the full functionality of a contact? It's pretty interesting. I know, like, it seems like it could be a little boring, and to be honest, when I went to this training on Friday, I was like, oh, what am I gonna learn from the contact? But like, the amount of customizing you could do to it is very, very interesting, and it's gonna be very beneficial once you're able to really tie everything into the command system. So I definitely suggest you guys come to that next week also. And it's gonna be Kamiko, she's fun.
Especially if you don't currently use a CRM other than Edge.
Yeah. Cool? You guys know where to find me if you have questions.
No, we should be fine.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.